Hi, today at S&J's Fancy Fish and Other Aquatics, we have set up our quarantine tanks. For any orders that we receive, we will quarantine fish for at least a week before we send them off. We like to worm them and get them ready for shipment. This way we can adjust who is being fed and who's not being fed before we send them off as well. So you can see a fair amount of fish, which is fantastic for us. Received a pretty massive order last week for $1,000 worth of fancy fish. And in return, he is receiving $300 worth of free fish. So with my deals, I give a free fish per every trio from $25 to $40 worth of value of each fish. And then if you get 5 or more, you get discounts, percentage off your entire order for the fish in that price category. So there are quite a lot of discounts that you can make and get a bit of extras as a thank you from us. So I've also got another order here for a little order, but everything counts. I just love that my hard work of breeding these up over the last 2 years is finally paying off. So I've chosen younger males for the big order, only so you can get more time out of them. But they're all roughly about 4 to 5 months old. When they hit the 7-month-old, their tails are going to be so much better and bigger. So I've got the delicates in this tank, in this tub. They're more delicate fins and tailed. They don't bite. They're not tail nippers, which is not very much of tail nippers, not compared to the other ones. But these are so beautiful. So he received purple Moscow, black Moscow, purple ribbon Moscow, black ribbon Moscow, red tail topaz albinos, sky blue tailed topaz albinos, red lace, and red and pink grass. In this tub, he got a mix of Silverado black flame tails, red dragons, mosaics, red metal snakeskin, black snakeskin, blue metal blue tails, and a couple of my new strains that I've been working on, which is a Silverado black bolt and a black-tail snakeskin. So these guys fight a little bit more. They're a bit more feisty. There's also some of my strain of patternless metals in there. So I chose some purple, some red, and some blues for him. They always look so much prettier on the top of the surface than when you're actually looking at them. Especially under the light, they're quite beautiful. And once you get them under proper lighting, these colours are going to pop and their best colours are going to come out. Then he wanted a trio of my Fundulopanchax Gardneris, still blues. Still trying to get the names right for these killifish. Very hard. They're like tongue twisters. There are there's 8 in here. For every trio of these guys you get a freebie. So I've got 2 orders in this tub. Hello. Depending on your lighting in your fish tank, once you get these, will depend on how bright or dark they become. So more plants make those look more dark purple with less lighting. On a glass bottom tank with lots of lighting, they'll be a very light colour, turquoise. These ones he's got a trio of these little fellas. They get to about 6 centimeters at adult and get very bright colour. The boys are red and yellow, and unfortunately, like all animals, the female is a dull looking fish. And then we have some really pretty Emperor Tetras. He wanted two pairs of Emperor Tetras. That little female there is quite pretty. But these guys are so hard to catch. Like, as soon as I put them in the tub, that's it. That's what he was getting. I would have kept her, but I can't be stuffed trying to catch the other female. They're just too fast. I was there for an hour trying to catch these guys. Way too fast. And in the tank I had them in had a huge log, so they kept going behind it. Painful. He also wanted 20, or he thought he was getting 10, but I've done a discount and I've given him 20 Endler males. So there's a mix of the colours that I have in the pond. These guys have been in this quarantine tank for a week now, and they'll be in here for another week. So they'll be fully good to go into a fish tank.